Welcome, everyone, to a new exciting week of Carol Worldwide. And I guess, I'm going to save the best for last. Last week, Sherri, a.k.a. Sherri-Bo-Berry, promised a mentalist act. And I'm going
to blow your minds.
Okay. So...
Your minds.
Okay.
I think we're going to have
Thanks for clarifying.
We're going to have to wait to the end for that, to build the anticipation for that. Right?
Okay.
We don't want to...
That's fine.
We don't want to go too early.
I can be the closing act. I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. So let's do that. And so since we have you closing with the mentalist thing, we'll switch it up. And my favorite story of the day, which I'm not going to give a golden tractor crank out this week, I think, because it's like not tractor crank worthy, but so on brand for us, is law passages regarding grass clippings. Randy, you're the one who found this out. It was reported in the paper too, but tell us more.
It was in Mount Airy, correct?
Yes.
I didn't read it beyond the headline, and I pretty much forgot it.
So can we do a backstory on this a little bit? Because, I hear comments about grass clippings all the time. And I don't really know. What's the backstory here?
Explain it to Sherri.
Fill me and the fans in on the backstory.
Well, when we were starting the podcast, I think we're at a year right now. In fact, it was March that we started the podcast. I think we're at our year mark of Carol Worldwide.
Wow.
Or Westminster Weekly. And then it became Carol Worldwide in June, I believe. But anyway, we were paying close attention to the to all of the, how are the roads and all the things that were repetitive in the local community groups. And one thing that popped up that I'd never seen before, I don't think any of us had seen before, is people complaining about when you're mowing your lawn, grass clippings being in the road and motorcyclists hitting those grass clippings and sliding and getting hurt or injured or whatever. But it wasn't like one post. It was all throughout the summer of people complaining about the same thing. Hey, you shouldn't be throwing your grass clippings in the road.
Which is true. You shouldn't just dump your grass clippings in the road. I think we're all in agreement about that.
Yeah, or not dumping them, but like...
They're just blowing out of the lawnmower onto the...
Yeah, the lawnmower
road?
is...
Okay.
The lawnmower blower, is that what you meant? Like the lawnmower blower is facing the road and nobody's going back out and sweeping them or blowing them back into the yard or whatever. Mm-hmm. Nothing that I'd ever thought of my entire 26 years of life in this county. But apparently it's a problem and motorcyclists are dying left and right. And this needs to be stopped, so law was put into effect.
Oh.
Well, and my hot take on it was back then, to distill it, was that if there are literally billions of blades of grass threatening your life as a motorcyclist, consider your own safety when you motorcycle, because there's a lot of grass in this county, and you can do it all right, and there's wind in this county, and you can still have grass clippings on the road. That's my opinion.
But aren't wet leaves even worse?
I would think. I'm not a motorcyclist. I don't know. But now we have laws to protect us.
I've wrecked a car because of wet leaves before. Imagine what it would do to a motorcyclist.
Was that when you were was that like 5 years ago when you were 21?
When I was 16. It was 8 years ago, yes.
Okay.
Interesting. I've heard, and I have a friend who is an avid rider, that really the most treacherous things are those little pieces of asphalt, like those little stones that they kind of, it's like, I can't remember what it's called, but...
Gravel?
Well, no, it's not gravel, but it's almost like just shake that they use to fill like potholes and stuff. Mm-hmm. And that crumbles up really quickly. And that's more treacherous than grass clippings.
Yeah, I don't know where all this came from, but it was a lot of excitement, a lot of posts. It's a big, big problem.
And now there's laws to protect us. There won't ever be a problem again.
No, right. It's illegal now.
If I know anything, it's making it illegal. Makes it go away.
You are an attorney. Have you had any grass clipping cases yet?
Well, I'm an estate attorney, so it'd have to be a pretty bad one. It would have had to be the big one.
Are grass clippings included in any recent wills you've done?
No. I've never bequeathed grass clippings.
Oh.
Do you have anything? Do you have anything else about any other questions about what I'm up to legally? Just let me know.
Can't even talk.
Well, what else is new? You can't even talk.
All right.
All right. So, Sherri, this has motivated you to wax about grass clipping.
It's true. I felt moved to give some suggestions to the people. Is it just Mount Airy that this law is in effect now?
Yeah,
in the city limits? Okay.
You know what? I'm having a mentalist moment. I think you're going to do a top 10 list.
You are God, you're good.
See? Randy, you didn't even tell me you're doing a mentalist act.
I've been practicing on my own in my spare time.
It's weird.
Fantastic.
You just call him Professor Randy.
pulling on my mental
just-
muscle.
I decided to craft a little list of things that I thought would be a good thing to do with your grass clippings. So this is the list of top 10 things that Mount Airy residents can do with their grass clippings.
I love it.
Number 10, donate to the local Harley dealership for safety training.
Oh, that's true. Controlled falls, controlled slides.
Spread it out. And,
Like firemen when they set a house
Yeah.
on fire.
Tuck, duck, and roll, whatever that is.
Tuck,
Wait, what?
duck, and roll.
Oh, duck and roll. Okay.
Duck and roll? I don't know. Tuck, duck.
Other ones sound painful.
I think you're mixing up things. I think there's stop, drop, and roll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
And
am.
tuck and
You're
roll.
Right. You're right. I am.
I like that though. Tuck, duck, and roll.
That's like a drag queen thing.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. Number 9, you can build up a grass wall with your clippings to keep out unwanted intruders and keep all your grass clippings inside. So it's like a self-perpetuating wall.
Nice.
So you get this wall built up and, no intruders,
Yeah.
no immigrants.
Walls work.
Number 8, you can convert your lawnmower to grass-powered.
Oh.
So again, in the line of self-perpetuating, you can make a fuel out of your grass and,
Smoke it if you got it.
Number 7, 3 words, lawn clipping tea.
Oh.
Doesn't that sound delicious? I think we might
That's
actually
super crunchy.
we might start serving that at the cafe.
Some white housewife who listens to murder podcasts is absolutely going to drink that. They're going to drink the shit out of that.
It's going to be delicious too.
Well,
Yep.
we could do something for charity where we each auction our respective grass clippings, celebrity grass clippings.
That's a great idea.
Celebrity grass clippings.
Number 6.
Well, that's hilarious for a number of reasons. First, using celebrity with this when
In Westminster.
related to us,
Right.
And then, of course, the premise of selling them at all.
As if a celebrity would ever touch grass clippings. I mean, I guess if it comes from their house. That's
Rand
valid.
Paul. You know that news story about Rand Paul? Where he was doing stuff in his yard, and the neighbor came and assaulted him and broke his ribs.
Really?
Yeah, this was like 6 months or a year ago.
Something
Yeah.
about that, yeah.
Wow.
I didn't read the whole story, just the headline.
You?
Number 6. Tell your kids it's a new kind of green leafy vegetable. It's salad night.
Get a nice puree.
Meanwhile, I don't know the difference
Wow.
Between-
you don't eat vegetables.
you could put a bowl of grass clippings and a French salad in front of me, and I would not know the difference. They're both landscaping excrement.
Alfalfa and grass clippings, maybe, but you could tell the difference between lettuce and grass clippings.
Whatever. I don't really look
You
at it
choose
too
not
much.
to.
I don't read past the headline.
Yeah. Green.
Number
Yeah.
5. Would you like to build a grass man?
Oh. A little
A little
Frozen
shout out
reference.
to Frozen.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that one.
You didn't see Frozen?
His,
Oh,
his kids are
your
probably past,
your daughter's maybe a little too old to have been into that whole mess.
Don't worry, the sequel's coming.
Number 4, you can make your own hula skirt.
Oh.
Now we're talking.
You got to get some real long grass clippings, or you got to be a real small person,
You can splice them.
or you can be real revealing.
It's a mini hula skirt. Mm-hmm. Number 3, you can thatch the holes in your roof
Oh.
with your grass clippings.
I'm sure that's effective.
Number 2, you can sell your dried grass as grass. The lawn chemicals will give it that extra kick.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
I
wouldn't.
know some people.
I don't know what that means, but
Of course you don't.
Well, he's an estate attorney, not a criminal attorney.
Oh,
so.
right.
what you need
Not
is a criminal attorney.
A criminal attorney, bitch.
Okay, so you ready for number 1 suggestion? Like snow on car roofs, you can drive it around on the flatbed of your truck and then just distribute it evenly.
People will complain about that, though.
Yeah, if it blows off on the road.
But that's not illegal.
True. Okay. Well, is it according to the Mount Airy law?
I don't think there's anything about driving.
Doesn't say anything about driving grass clippings around. So
Well,
We'll have to review it.
this is the most I've ever considered grass at a single time, even counting when I've mowed lawns, because I certainly wasn't thinking about the grass while I was mowing. I was just chilling out and daydreaming. Mowing lawn's not so bad.
Were you smoking grass while you were cutting grass?
No.
Okay.
we weren't at that point 16 mowing the grandparents' lawn. It would probably be a
Dennis-
good way to get a nice talking to.
Dennis is
Get
an
fired.
attorney. He cannot admit to anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. How dare you? All right, so back to reality. We're gonna get out of our grass zone and into the robot zone. Marty the robot, already seen some places in Carroll County, is being rolled out regionally to all Martins or Giants, or they're both the same store with different locations.
I thought Martin's was like Giant Junior.
But the robot's name is Marty.
The robot, I believe his name is Marty, and he will be rolled out to several Giants in the region.
He's already out, I think, in one of the Eldersburg locations.
In the Eldersburg Martins.
There's going to be robots in grocery stores?
Oh, yeah.
With big googly eyes.
For what purpose?
I thought they were running around cleaning up messes. Like when you spill something, he'll come up and clean it up.
in aisle 7?
So he's like a big Roomba?
Yes. But maybe, I mean, with the advent of Siri and Alexa and all that stuff, maybe you can ask him, hey, where's the bread? And he'll tell you what aisle it's in.
I just hope he doesn't end up at the Boston Inn.
Where are the hose at, Marty? Room number 4.
He's gonna learn.
Now, if there's
when's the right time to talk to a young robot about these things?
If Marty shows up at Shoppers, then he can be like, Marty, where the hose at?
Well,
Room 12.
Do you think he'd survive at Food Lion? Might catch a stabbing.
He would definitely, and he'd have like a little robot, a baby robot with him. Yeah, Marty at Food Lion would not do very well. And I wish you had told me about that 2 hours ago so I could sat and wrote some jokes about it.
Okay, well,
and maybe even said that with better grammar, written jokes. I don't even know. So I'm way off my game.
Okay, well, here's what you can do. You can really ruminate on how about this? Ruminate, that's the word of the day, right? We got one.
Ruminate. Yay!
Do you know what that means?
Yeah, like think about it. Consider.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think, okay, well, that's our tentative word of the day.
Okay. Tentative would be better, but okay.
You don't know what tentative means?
I do, yes. I temporarily, yes.
Okay. All right, I don't know. You just seem like Randy's our barometer. Like the minute he reacts.
Barometer? What is that?
What is a word? So you can think about where. Oh, next week, top 10 list of the worst places for Marty to be rebranded.
I'm on it.
You two can collab. We can all collab on our secret Slack channel.
Okay.
Okay, that's some good. It's easy to do our homework now while we're all in the group project, rather than later. You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're getting a first view look into the process of A+ comedy.
But well,
hours and hours a week.
I would say
pre-gaming.
It's definitely comedy. I don't know.
It's comical.
Want to sign in a letter grade? So I think that's neat. I mean, how long until he either hurt somebody or is too helpful to somebody? I mean, like, that's got to be.
Here's what I hope. I hope that it has a camera on it, and I hope it records every single thing said to it, so that one day locally they can say, hey, here's the best of Marty, and people walking up to it and all the horrible things that they say to him.
That's a fantastic idea.
Have you seen a picture of Marty? He's just like a big long cylinder that rotates around on wheels with fake googly eyes.
Yes.
I mean,
as opposed to real googly eyes.
Well, they don't have any like visual like that. He's not bringing in data through his googly eyes.
Right.
So I actually fear for Marty's safety, because there was an experiment done just recently where a scientist actually invented a hitchhiking robot, and people would pick up the robot, and I can't remember where it started, but he ultimately met his demise in the city of brotherly love in Philadelphia. And there's actual video of a guy just like kicking the shit out of this robot and leaving him.
Well, I kind of thought that the robot was going to experience too much love in that city, if you know what I mean. I thought he's been a victim of a different sort of crime.
What do you mean,
Wait,
Dennis?
you would rather that?
Yeah, I'd rather that happen than somebody take
You
out their
would rather
finger.
the robot be defiled?
Yes.
Okay, we're talking about robots, though.
I know, and it depends on the type of defiling. If it was sweet and tender,
Oh, God.
okay. But if it was like violent, no, I don't like that.
Okay.
Let's get that clear.
Don't kink shame people with their robots, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Although we got to add to that I hear the sex robots that are being built are being hacked to murder people. So that's an interesting twist.
I mean, that's like the least surprising twist
Just
I
like
could possibly think of.
Westworld.
Is that what happened? I didn't see it. I just walked the headline. That's all.
You didn't watch Westworld?
No.
Oh.
Westworld is like if Lost and Game of Thrones got together and decided to be really pretentious.
Okay.
That's a pretty good assessment.
Yeah, they really
But it was
are.
also very Western, wasn't it?
I mean, all the sort of trappings like that are secondary to really being smart or wanting to be smart. I liked it quite a bit, but it's a real try hard show. It's real try hard. That's why. Anyway, you came for the local stuff. You got a Westworld capsule review. It's my podcast. I can say what I want. Okay, so then moving on from Marty, we're just going to be a very commercially oriented podcast. The new sushi place is opening, Sushi Q, today or yesterday, depending on when you're listening.
Today is the soft opening.
Can you tell me about a soft opening, Randy?
They're just going to open, tell a few people, test it out, get their staff all tested before they have like the big grand opening.
It's not a firm date.
No, it's not a firm date. It's a soft date.
Okay. Well,
Do they have a liquor license? And that's
A
important.
what license?
A liquor license.
A liquor license?
we don't know.
Liquor license? I hardly knew her.
Well, it's a soft opening, so even if they have one, maybe it's not ready yet. You can call Sushi Q. So by the way, they did a very nice like post into the online communities, and I think I'm doing some deductive reasoning. I think the family is like a Q in their last name, and that's why it's Sushi Q, and they have a few locations. I think we're Sushi Q5, so that's going to be really near and dear to their hearts. The location number 5,
And they did a good job. They answered everybody's questions. They were very nice.
Yeah,
Didn't get into it with people.
Yeah, like that's a good. That's actually a good point. Like using these online communities as a resource, not just for jokes, like some of us do. Randy,
I will. I'll take one for the team, and I'll go check it out if you guys want me to.
Yeah, just limit yourself to no more than half dozen sake bombs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right.
Just because we need the review to be unbiased. A dozen, you're just gonna say sake bombs are fun. We need to know about the sushi.
I'm gonna walk in there and flash my whole. I'm a podcaster.
Yeah. Oh, are you? Wow.
You need to give me some special service.
So, and then another store has opened. Randy, do you want to talk about that?
The one in the mall? Mm-hmm. I just saw pictures of it. It looked like somebody just took everything that was left over from the last 2 days of Sears and put it in their own store. They had clothes for various ages of people, and then also a couple of partial appliances. It looked like it looked like a washer without a door or something, like a floor model of a clothing washer.
Things that have fallen off trucks.
I don't know.
I don't know anything about it. I need to check it out.
The mall is just getting more and more mysterious and hilarious every day.
I have no problem with that store existing. Do you? It's great. Good luck to them.
Anything can exist wherever. It's a free world, free country.
I don't know. It's just I think it's just interesting how many opinions the mall elicits. It's like everyone has an opinion on it, and it's always like hot take city.
Yeah, how could it not be?
We should, after Sherry's Mentalist Act, we should pre-record a podcast one week and try to like engineer a story to talk about the week after. Do a little inception of it. Incept the online community.
That sounds good.
I like it.
We'll put that in. We'll put that. I'm planting seeds for the next few weeks. Okay, put that in the front burner.
Well, spring is here.
Then you talk about what already exists in the mall. We have this mysterious new store, which I do want to check out. I'm very curious about it. Wish them best of luck.
Where does anybody know exactly where it's located?
Yeah, I mean the mall's so big I could never find it if I didn't know exactly where it is.
Did it go into that one store that closed?
I mean, did it take over the Sears? I mean, that would be funny.
No, because Sears still owned that place until April.
Oh, and so it's just going to sit there vacant?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
But then I saw 130 comments about someone suggesting the MVA should move to the mall. And that would be funny because it would make the mall like one of the portals into hell on earth, which like maybe that's the brand they're going for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
God. I mean, that's actually like, if they really did it, that's actually brilliant. If they like gave you like a little buzzer and then they just like unleashed you on the mall, that would be like a captive audience to buy your crap. It's brilliant.
Yeah, that's true.
It really is.
Hats off. It's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because the MVA is
also
a terrible place.
Well, it's also like seems a little bit like the parking doesn't work where it is currently. Like it seems like it's a total shooting gallery trying to get in there.
It's frightening. It really is.
And you have kids trying to learn how to drive all over the place there.
The mall would be a great place to learn how to drive.
It could be, but
just inside.
I ask you this:
right through the Auntie Anne's.
If you put the MVA in the mall, is that the ninth circle of hell, or is it still the McDonald's inside the Walmart?
Ooh, McDonald's and Walmart's real bad. Apple Store inside of this dimension of reality is also really bad no matter where you put it. If you could...
All right, but we don't have one in Westminster.
No, but I mean, I just got to give a special shout out to Apple stores for always being terrible.
True.
Oof. My most viewed Google review is my -1 bashing the Apple Store.
Now, why did you bash the Apple Store? Because I feel like if you make an appointment with them and you walk in, they already know who you are and where you are.
They just were like woefully ill prepared for like... I was doing the appointment from my wife's phone, and they're just like woefully ill prepared, and like it was actually her laptop, and they like, oh, well, we didn't understand that. I was like, the ticket says exactly what the problem is, and like what you're suggesting is in fact the troubleshooting that we've already described.
Was it the Genius Bar?
I mean, I use the term genius lightly around those people, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's like a designed. It's like Texas Roadhouse or any of the restaurants that exist that purposely queue you for 15 minutes so that you have to wait for God knows what reason. It's like the Apple Store purposely queues you so you like have their shit shoved in your face, and then you get help that's not that great, and you know it's just terrible. Like, do you like the Apple Store?
No,
are you an Apple stan?
I am not an Apple person.
Okay.
I'm not Tim Apple.
We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple.
I am a total Apple person, and
My wife is too, but I just hate the store.
I have an Apple laptop that I took to the Apple Store, and they wanted to charge me an outrageous amount of money to change the display because it had somehow gotten broken. You know, one of the kids, the dog, something. And
not you.
No, well, it wasn't me. and I actually looked online and figured out how to fix the problem myself for $800 less than they wanted to charge me.
Wow.
And I fixed it myself.
What did you trade? What did you trade in kind for it? I mean, I've seen you do some real blue collar stuff at your place, so I don't doubt it.
It's true.
Yeah, don't.
I'm a jack of all trades.
I think that she's probably the most handy person on this podcast. Definitely more than me.
This is me arguing. End of argument.
There you go. Okay. Sherri wins the Golden Tractor King.
I'm going to go out and change the oil in your cars now, okay, guys?
Okay, that's fine. Whatever you want to charge. I don't know. I'm just a lawyer. I just like run my credit card through things. Is $750 reasonable for that? Sounds good.
You're going to rotate my tires too?
Yeah.
I would love to.
All right. So before we get into Sherri doing the mentalist act, we have for next week. Hold on, let me just write these notes down. What did we say we're going to do next week? Oh, we're going to try to incept people?
Yeah.
And what else?
And we're going to do a top 10 places that Marty should be.
So is this the final segment of the podcast?
We're almost there. I'm just like, I'm doing the reminders so I don't
Okay.
forget. Audience, please remind me. If you don't, it's your fault. Okay. So then next week, we're also doing the debut of Robert Todd Lincoln Park, the historical fantasy witch fiction novel. I'm going to write my first chapter of it. It's going to be beautiful.
Wait.
It's going to be so good.
Are you going to have lyrics from Linkin Park in there?
Look, the title is the title, all right? You've got to like listen to the audiobook to find out. I'm not going to spoil it for you. And Lincoln is spelled like Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, not Lincoln.
Not new metal Lincoln.
All right.
But you don't know. It's Robert Todd Lincoln
I'll
Park.
put my monster drink away.
In the end, it doesn't even matter, Randy, so get ready, okay?
Good one.
All right.
Shut up when I'm talking to you.
All right, so, oh boy. Sherri doesn't know all the Linkin Park lyrics like we do. She's stone-faced. Or she doesn't think we're funny, which is either one's very possible.
Are they the Smiths? I don't know. I don't know what this is. Ill.
So, now, after much fanfare and delay, we're going to hope this translates to podcasting because Sherri's going to do a mentalist
Well,
act.
wait a second now.
Yeah, there's something that we need to discuss.
You were not
beforehand.
prepared. You were supposed to bring your Abraham Todd Lincoln Park thing today.
You shall be punished.
You were not prepared. And you
That's
said
true.
We could punish you. So we have made a top 10 list
Wait, you have another top 10 list?
of Dennis's thoughts. You have to read it word for word, exactly as it's written.
It's almost like you knew I wasn't going to do this sometime.
Well, I just had it in the
Randy is a
archives.
mentalist.
So wait, we were going to do that? We're so deep into this podcast.
You know what? It's fine.
Okay. Oh, no.
Here we go. Top 10 list of Dennis's thoughts. Dennis, read your thoughts.
Guardians of the Galaxy is just Star Wars, but in space.
Number 9.
Irregardless, the real hero of Lord of the Rings was Tyrion Lannister. You guys think this is the funniest thing ever.
Irregardless?
Read the numbers, too. Come on, so we can
I don't
keep track.
think that's a word,
Yeah,
Dennis.
come on.
8. Thanos will never get the Sorcerer's Stone from Harry Potter. It's a mute point.
I think that's a moot point.
Oh, I wouldn't know. It's number 7. Anyone want to drink craft beer and watch Arrow with me? I'm feeling Wisdamus. Is that like Nostradamus?
I thought you were a Marvel person. He's DC.
Yeah, he's DC. But I don't know. I'm more focused on what this word
was. Was it Wisdamus?
Wisdamus?
You just making up words now?
Wow,
Oh,
Dennis. What
okay.
is,
It's a
what is
vocab
that?
jab.
What is that word?
Vocab jab.
I don't know.
All right, number 6. I'm writing is so contentious. It should be called a won't. Am I right? That's a good
The
one.
will you are writing is so contentious. It should be called a won't. I get it. Good one.
Yeah, I wrote it myself. Number 5. Batman is my favorite X-Man. Hey, they both are mans. The X-Mans and the Batmans.
The X-Mans.
Number 4. I don't think grass clippings in the road are interesting. That is so true. Number
really not
3.
very
If
interesting.
this lawyer thing doesn't work out, supposedly, I'd be a good mall manager.
Supposedly.
What?
Joey Tribbiani.
More like number 2. More like HP Hatecraft. Am I right? All right. I used am I right twice in this thing.
This is the real Dunwich horror.
Number 1. I wish Iron Fist would get more recognition he deserves of being the best Avenger.
Oh, wait a minute.
Just because we all like, right? So
Dennis
There you go.
out-Dennised us.
there you go. Thank you. I finally got my own top 10 list.
Yes, you always complaining when I have a game for you.
But we have Judge Dennis. We just haven't done it in a while.
No, well, you sort of like put on the robe and decided there would be no golden tractor crank today, so we didn't even summon Judge Dennis.
There was no contention.
You're a little too judgy.
Judge Dennis
I'm
stormed
too
us.
judgy. All right, so now my punishment's over. Can we get on with the
Yes,
next
we
part?
can.
All right, finally, after much ado, here we have a visual mentalist act for a podcast. It is going to be electric.
We can describe it.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. All right.
So it's Sherri-Bo-Berry.
Sherri-Bo-Berry. Okay. Dennis, you're gonna be my first victim. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I have 3 cards here: the Ace of Hearts, the 2 of Hearts, and the 7 of Hearts.
Uh-huh.
And I actually already know, since I'm such an amazing mentalist, which one you're gonna choose. So will you please just point to the one that you would like to choose?
Well, you just okay. I don't. Okay.
The 2 of Hearts. Are
That's
you
right.
sure that's the one that you want to choose? Mm-hmm. You're positive.
Yeah, I'm really sure.
Okay. Will you read the bottom of the box?
You will choose 2 of Hearts. How did she do it?
Wow.
She did it. Wow.
So, see, I'm a mentalist.
That was pretty good.
That
Well, that's pretty good, wasn't it?
She
Yeah.
got me.
I have a little more advanced one that would you want to try
Wait,
a mentalist?
I think
trick,
it's real now.
Randy?
She
Yeah,
mentalized.
I'll do it.
She mentalized me.
Yes, I'll do it.
Will you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, Randy, are you still a skeptic? Because I just got mentalisted.
At this moment, I'm not skeptical.
So wait, you think that mentalism is real now? We've been persuaded.
Hang on. Let's see if she can do it again.
Let's see if I can do it again. Okay, so I've got these white napkins. They don't have anything written on them. You can see, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm going to ask Randy to think of a word, any word, and I'm going to make sure this is triple ply so this Sharpie doesn't go through and I can't see them. So think of a word,
Okay.
any word,
Okay.
and write it.
Make sure it's not. We don't have to bleep it because it's gonna kill the segment.
Nope.
No one's gonna. Okay.
And write it on the back of the napkin.
No cursed words.
Okay, and then hand it back to me. I'm not going to watch you write it.
What do you
Okay.
think here?
I'm gonna verify. Trust but verify. She's looking away. She's thinking about her order at Sushi Q.
I am. I'm thinking about the sake.
So I'm a mentalist.
There's the word, Dennis.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not supposed to say it.
Right.
No.
Don't say it.
Also,
Say it,
ruin
don't
it.
Dennis
say it.
knows it too.
right.
Okay.
Am I supposed to not know it?
There it is.
No, it's fine. It's
you
fine.
can't see it.
Okay. All right. So actually, I would prefer it. I can get a better
If you fold it?
sense for it if you hand it to me. So if you hand it to me, I'm not going to be able to do this really well with the microphone. Okay. So
Wait.
I'm.
Wait, Dennis. What do you think is the probability?
Well, I believe in mentalism
forget
now, 100%. And
All right.
She can do it.
Listen, I'm getting a sense of this word. Okay. I'm feeling like has something to do significantly with my life.
I think, yep. I
Maybe
think so.
a receptacle for coffee, perhaps? Is it mug?
Yes, it was. Wasn't it, Dennis?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it's mug. Look
got
at
it.
me, I'm a mentalist.
She figured it out.
Damn.
Okay. So Sherry's, okay, never mind.
All right.
I believe mentalism.
Yep.
That's it. So Sherri-Bo-Berry, everybody.
Listen, if nobody could
Will
see
you do that? Will you do that if it's sold at the shop?
Will I do?
Will you do mentalism for people at the shop?
Sure, I can do mentalism for people at the shop, no problem.
You have a whole variety show.
Little variety show, Friday evenings. Come on by.
And then they'll give you a 1-star Yelp review about how your mentalism was only 3 tricks.
That probably will happen.
For anybody who didn't see that, I wrote this word down on a napkin.
You look legitimately shocked.
I put it face down, or I put it face down in her hand, in her palm. Mm-hmm. She just sort of felt it and said the word.
Yeah. So you believe mentalism now.
Well, it didn't bleed through the napkin at all.
No, you can't see it.
There's
on the
like
other
10
side.
napkins there.
Yeah.
Well,
okay,
I mean,
sure.
10's an exaggeration, but there are plenty. There are plenty.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Is that your phone, Dennis?
That was my phone again.
Sounds like you got to get punished again next
So
week.
It's getting real weird.
you guys actually don't think I'm a mentalist, do you?
I don't know. It seems like mentalism to me.
Well, that was all total
What? There's a trick to it?
Yeah. To both of them. They're just complete bullshit. Should I reveal my secrets?
Sure.
No.
No, you don't want to. You don't want to hear?
I just want to know off air.
Yeah, we'll know, and you
okay.
won't, listeners. What do you think of that?
Oh,
we're punishing the
that's
listeners
evil.
now.
Yeah, okay.
Like we haven't been punishing them for a year.
If you want to know how I did it, make a comment
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
comment.
or buy a cup of coffee.
Or stop into Birdie's and she'll show you.
from a mug.
That's right. From a mug. Okay. Well, she's got our number then.
Yep.
Is that everything this week?
That is that we're good. We're at half hour.
I gotta own up. I thought we didn't have very much content this week, and here we are, 30 minutes in. Although you did hide a top 10 list from me, so
Yes.
part of that is. I mean, I hid one that I wrote myself, and it was totally self-authored, and it's all real. So that's it. I'm Dennis Twig.
I'm Randy Goldstein.
I'm Sherry Hosfeld Joseph.
See ya.